Okay, I'm going to do a video about the theory booklet that was handed out in transition. So we did a little bit of the first page, and what we have in the table here are the chords in the key of C. So the first chord is C major or C major 7. Then we have D minor or D minor 7. Chord 3 is E minor or E minor 7. Chord 4 is F major 7. Chord 5 is G major or G dominant 7. Chord 6 is A minor or A minor 7. And this chord 7 is B diminished, or B half diminished. Okay, so that's how they are written in green there in the Roman numerals. So what you need to do is write out these chord progressions, and these are the only chord progressions you need to learn for the whole year. So the first one is a 1, 4, 5, 1, which would be C, F, G, C. So that was what you would put in the first column there. And then on the second row, you would put C major 7, F major 7, G 7, C major 7. I'll do the next one for you as well. So it would be D minor, as you can see, in the second column there. D minor to G, chord 5, back to C, the first chord 1. And a 2, 5, 1 in sevenths is D minor 7, G 7, C major 7. You should be able to get the rest of those now if you did not get them in class. Then you're asked to do a circle of fifths. Now, I would be surprised if you haven't seen this video already, but we had a video called Circle of Fifths by the music theory guy. I'll link that in the description of this video. The next one is similar to the first one, except you're transposing this table into a new key. So basically what you're doing is you're taking what is here, the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and transposing that to another major key. So all you have to do is put the major scale for B flat there, the major scale for F there, the major scale for G there, the major scale for D there. Okay, and then you have to put the chord types. So instead of C major 7, D minor, you would be going B flat major 7, C minor. I'll do the first key for you. So to do a major scale, if you weren't sure, you would just put the musical alphabet in there, starting from B or from B flat. Then you would use your circle of fifths. What have we got here? Here's one. And this shows us that there are 2 flats in the key of B flat. And the order of flats goes B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. Okay. If you watch that video that I mentioned, and it will be in the description, he talks about how to remember that. But basically we need to know that the key of F has 1 flat, it's B flat. The key of B flat has 2 flats, it's B flat and E flat. So B flat already has a flat, but E does not. And that's it. That's how you do that. And then we just copy the chords from this blue section. Okay, so now I've just done the first one for you, and now you just have to do the other 3 keys. So we spoke about this one in class, but if you go to the Google Classroom, we use this section to figure out those chords. We wrote them out in the key of C, or we should have wrote them down in the key of C, so you just have to figure them out in other keys. And I suggested that you learnt some of these on the piano, or did them on the piano as you went. So for example, E minor, go up 3 and then 4. So we start on the keyboard here, and we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, then we go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get, they are the notes in E minor, E, G, B. So I've just given you the first question there. I'm going to use E now for my tonic. So E half diminished. So you have to do some thinking of your own. I'm going to get you to do it in the keys in the booklet. So 3, 3, 4. So if I want to figure out E half diminished, so you need to figure out C sharp. I'm going to show you E. So E goes up 3, 3 more, and then 4. So that's my E half diminished. So I need to write out E, G, B flat, D. You need to do it in this key. So do what I just did, but starting from C sharp. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do E major 7. You need to do G major 7. But all you have to do is look it up on the table here. 4, 3, 4. So if I start on E and I go up 4, I end up on this note. Up 3, and then up 4. So I get 4 notes, E, G sharp, B, D sharp. So doing this, we learn several things. We learn the patterns, obviously, these patterns, hopefully. We learn the sound of these chords. And hopefully we learn how to write out the note names in each of these chords. So if you didn't catch all that, rewind and make sure you understand the process I'm doing. It's a very similar process. It's just you need to follow these patterns. Intervals in an octave, we spoke about this. You can probably look this one up online if you weren't there, but basically we start with a unison. There's a fourth here and an octave here. So we have 2 seconds, 2 thirds, perfect fifth, 2 6, 2 sevenths. If you don't know about this, you need to do some research. One place I like to research these types of things is on the lessons in musictheory.net. So if you came here and you wanted to learn your intervals, for example, you would go here. I think you probably need to do specific intervals. So it talks about all the different intervals within an octave. And so if you read through this lesson, for example, you'd be more aware of it. So this table here, in essence, is what you need to write out, except you won't need to have all of the diminished and all of the octaves. All you will need is the diminished fifth and the augmented fourth. So they will go in the spot that's labeled 6. So for example, the minor second will be written next to the number 1. So right here, minor second. So then you go to number 2 and you write major second. Okay, so study this table and go through this lesson. And if it's still not sure, maybe go back and learn about your generic intervals. And then maybe just do all of those lessons. And then if you're still not sure, send me a message on Teams and I'll try and help you. Okay, lastly, we've got notes and rests and then applying them. So if you're not sure about those, there's another video that I'm going to link in the description, and you'll have to try and compose a rhythm and add the bar lines. Yeah, if you've got a program like MuseScore or anything like that, that's a really good way to do that on your computer as well, and it'll give you the answer straight away. You just have to put the time signature and fill out the bars, and it'll tell you how many beats are left and all that sort of thing. Hopefully you can get this all done over the break. If not, you will have to do it when we're doing prac. Can you please reach out if you are unable to do this before January 27th, which is a long way away, but it will go quick. So I'm going to leave it there. Please reach out, as I said, through Teams. I'm going to be away for a few weeks of the holidays, but I reckon we will be able to talk to you halfway through January, if not a little bit earlier. And don't forget to consult Google Classrooms, musictheory.net in the lessons and in the tools. This is a very handy thing that I didn't show you then, but you can actually figure out your intervals here on the calculator. And there's a way of doing it with the scales, the chords, etc. So maybe check out some calculators if you are struggling with the booklet as well.